Hi, here we are doing the independent practice for 3.4, multiplying decimals fluently. I like the word fluently. And you will be fluent at it, right? Because you're practicing with me, you're regularly watching my videos. Let's begin the independent practice. Well, a gentle reminder to watch the content video before we continue here. And this is very simple. Just like your normal multiplication, you do the multiplication and then decide where to put your decimal point. Well, you will understand this as we practice. Write in vertical form, then multiply. First, we need to write it down in a vertical form and then multiply. So we write this as 0.9 times 12, right? So 2 times 9 is 18, 1 carry, 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1, so that's 18, plus we put 0 here, 1 times 9 is 9, and 0 here, right? 1 times 0. So that's 8. 1 plus 9 is 10. So 0 here, 1 carry, that's 1. So this is 108. Now let's see how many decimal digits do we have here. We have only 1, right? So from right, we start counting. We say 1. So that's 8. And after that, we put our decimal there. So this is how decimal works. So you just do the multiplication normally without bothering about the decimal. Carry out your multiplication and then count the number of decimal digits that you have, add them and count backwards from right once you get your answer and put the decimal point. Okay, let's do the next one. So it's 0.47 times 5. So we say 5 times 7 is 35, 3 carry. 5 times 4 is 20, 20 plus 3 is 23, 2 here. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2, right? So that's 235. Now let's do the decimals. 1 and 2. Here we don't have, right? So that's just 2. So we count from here. 1, 2. So we put our decimal here. So that's 2.35. Next one, 0.063 times 9. So 9 times 3 is 27, 2 there. 9 times 6 is 54, 54 plus 2 is 56, 5 carried. 9 times 0 is 0, plus 5 is 5, and this 9 times 0 is of course 0. Now let's count our decimals. 1, 2, 3. So this one has 3. So we come from right to left. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. So our decimal is going to be here. So it's 0.567. Easy, right? Let's go to the next ones. The same type of questions. So 0.85 times 1, 1. So we do 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 8 is 8, 1 times 0 is 0, plus we put 0 here, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 8 is 8. We add it, 5 plus 0 is 5, 8 plus 5 is 13, 1 carry, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 8 is 9. So it's 935. Now where do we put our decimal point? How many digits do we have here? Just 2. So 1, 2, right? We count from right to left. So our decimal is going to be here. So it's 9.35. Next one, 0.1 and 0.2. Now you have both decimal numbers, right? So 2 times 1 is 2. Then 2 times 0 is 0. And let's count our decimals now because this is 0 here. We don't need to multiply, right? That's 1 and that's 1. That's 2 in all, right? So we go from right to left. 1, 2. So our decimal has to be here. So we put another 0 here. So it's 0.02. It's simple, right? Let's go to the next one. We write 0.2 times 0.3. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 0 is 0. We don't need to multiply with this 0 because it's going to be 0, right? Let's count the decimals. 1 and 2. So we go from right to left. 1, 2. So the decimal is going to be here. So 0.06. So it's basically you add this, right? So 1 and 1 give you 2. So you count, that's 2 decimal places you have. And that's how you decide where you need to put your decimal point. So we have 0.4 times 0.4. So 4 times 4 is 16. 6 there, 1 carry. 4 times 0 is 0 plus 1. That's 1 over there. Now decimal places. 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So the decimal is here. So it's 0.16. 0.6 and 0.7. 7 times 6 is 42. 2 there, 4 carried. 7 times 0 is 0 plus 4 is 4. So we count the decimals now. 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So the decimal point is here. So that's 0.42. And the last of this, 0.7 times 0.9. 9 times 7 is 63, so 3 will be here, 6 carried. 9 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 6 is 6. Again, decimal, 1 and 2. So we go this way, 1 and 2. We put the decimal here and it's done. So it's 0.63. Easy questions, right? Let's go to the next set of questions now. What do they say? Multiply mentally. So, well, this is also easy. The same logic applies. Imagine this is 7 and not 0.7. So 7 times 8 is how much? 7 times 8 is 56, right? And there's how many decimal places do we have here? Just 1 over here. So again, the same logic, right to left count. That's 1. We put decimal there. That's it. It's 5.6. 9 times 9 is 81. Decimal places, just 1. So just 1. And it is 8.1. So we will say 9 times 11 is 99. Decimal places, just 1. So from right to left, count to 1. That's 1. So decimal is going to be here. So it's 9.9. Easy, right? Mentally, you can do that. Let's go for a few more. 0.7 and 0.4. Again, don't let the decimals bother you. 7 times 4 is 28. Decimals, 1 and 2, right? 2 decimal places. So we count from here, 1 and 2. So the decimal point is going to be here and we put 0 there. So that's 0.28. 8 times 6 is 48. Decimals, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So the decimal is here. So this is 0.48. Next, it's going fast. 3 and 9. 3 times 9 is 27. 1 and 2 decimal places. 1 and 2. So the decimal is here. 0.27. 7 times 7 is 49. How many decimal places? 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So the decimal is here. So it's 0.49. 5 times 9 is 45. Then 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So the decimal is here. Wow, it's going really fast. 8 times 9 is 72. And the number of decimal places is 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So decimal is here. So it's 0.72. Wow, I like this chapter. It goes really fast. Like we're already on question 19. 0.15 times 6. So 15 times 6 is 90. And the decimal places, 2. So 1 and 2. So decimal is here and it's done. 0.9. 22 times 4. 22 times 4 is 88, right? 22 times 4. We are supposed to do mentally, but I'm just showing you. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. Fine? Again, decimal places, just 2. So 1 and 2. This is where our decimal is, 0.88. 25 times 3 is 75. Two decimal places, 1 and 2. So decimal is here, 0.75. Wow. Well, these are last three set of questions. And then we have different questions. 32 times 5. 32 times 5 is 160. Though it's mentally, I'll show you 32 and 5. Multiply. 5 times 2 is 10, so 0 here, 1 carry. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. So that's 160. Decimal places, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the decimal is here. So 0.160. Next, 41 times 8. How much is it? 40 times 8 is 320. And 1 times 8 is 8. So it's going to be 328. Mentally, right? Well, let me confirm here. Times. So 1 times 8 is 8. 4 times 8 is 32. There you go. Decimal places. 3. 1, 2, 3. That's there. So it's 0.328. And the last one. 55 times 9. 50 times 9 is 450. And 5 times 9 is 45. So this should be 495. Well, I will show it here. 55 times 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 4 carry. 9 times 5 is 45. 45 plus 4 is 49. Okay? So decimal place is 3. 1, 2, 3. That's here. So this is 0.495. And it's done. And we have done 24 questions already. Wow. Let's go for the next set of questions. So write in vertical form and then multiply. So it's the same thing. Okay. So we write here 1.2 times 0.6. And we do the multiplication. So 6 times 2 is 12, 1 carry, 6 times 1 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7. So that's 72. Now decimal, 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So our decimal is going to be here. So that's 0.72. Easy peasy. So it's 0.89 times 1.2. So 2 times 9 is 18, 1 carry. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. So 7 here. 1 carry. We will not worry about decimal at this point, right? So 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1. That's 1 plus. We put 0 here. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 8 is 8. And 1 times 0 will be 0. So we don't need to do that. So that's 8. 7 plus 9 is 16. 1 carry there. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 8 is 10. So 1068. Now let's look at our decimal places. 2 and 1, that's 3. So 1, 2 and 3. So our decimal is going to be here. 1.068 is the answer. Next one, 2.3 times 1.5. 5 times 3 is 15, 1 carry. 5 times 2 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11, plus, we put 0, 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 2 is 2. We add 5 plus 0 is 5, 1 plus 3 is 4, 1 plus 2 is 3. Let's look at the decimals, 1 and 2. So 1 and 2, so it's going to be here, 3.45. Ready for the next ones? Always, right? 3.4 times 6.7. 7 times 4 is 28. So 2 carry. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 2 is 23. Plus, we put 0 there. 6 times 4 is 24. 2 carry. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. We add them. 8 plus 0 is 8. 3 plus 4 is 7. 2 plus 0 is 2. And that's nothing here. That's 2 again. How many decimal places? 1 and 2. So just 2. 1 and 2. So the decimal point is going to be here. So it's 22.78. It's going super fast. I'm so excited. You too, right? 4.9 times 6.3. 3 times 9 is 27, so 2 carry. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. Plus, we put 0 there. 6 times 9 is 54. 5 carry. 6 times 4 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 29. So that's 7. 4 and 4 is 8. 1 and 9 is 10. So 0 here. 1 carry. 1 plus 2 is 3. So that's 3087. Let's check the decimal. 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So that's 30.87. And the next one, 5.8 times 7.8. 8 times 8 is 64, so 4 here and 6 carry. 8 times 5 is 40, 40 plus 6 is 46. Plus, we put 0 here. 7 times 8 is 56, 6 there, 5 carry. 7 times 5 is 35, 35 plus this 5 makes it 40. So that's 4, 6 and 6 is 12, 1 carry, 1 plus 4 is 5, and that's 4 there. 1 and 2 decimal places, 1 and 2, so that's 45.24. So it's 0.46 times 1.3. 3 times 6 is 18, 8 there, 1 carry. 3 times 4 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13. 3 there, 1 carry. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. Plus, I put 0 there. 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 4 is 4. 8 plus 0 is 8. 3 plus 6 is 9. 1 plus 4 is 5. The decimal places, 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 decimal places. So 1, 2, and 3. So the decimal point is here. And that's 0. So that's 0.598. Next is 0.52 times 2.9. 9 times 2 is 18. 8 there, 1 carry. 9 times 5 is 45. Plus 1 is 46. 4 carry. 9 times 0 is 0. And 4. So we take 4 there. Plus, we put 0 there. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 5 is 10. So we put 0 here and 1 carry. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1. So that's 1. 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 4 is 10. So 0 here, 1 carry. 1 plus 4 is 5 and that 1 here. So decimal, how do we decide? 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So that's here, decimal point, 1.508. 1.7 times 0.96. 6 times 7 is 42, so 2 here, 4 carried. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 will be 10. Plus, we put 0 there. 9 times 7 is 63, so 3 here and 6 carried. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 6 would be 15. So that's 2, that's 3, that's 6, and 1. How many decimal places? That's 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So the decimal is here, 1.632. And these are the last 3 questions from this type. So that's 0.705 times 0.5. 5 times 5 is 25, 2 carry. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. 5 times 7 is 35, so that's 5 and 3 there. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 3, so that's 3 there. And it's done. Decimal places, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's here, 0.3525. Then here, it's 0.8 times 0.985. Now here I'm just going to do the other way. In the sense, I'll say 0.985 times 0.8. Well, the answer does not change, right? Well, when you do 2 times 3, it's 6. And if you do 3 times 2, it's still 6, right? So it does not matter. Okay, so I'm doing that because it's just zero point 0.8, like one digit to multiply. For me, that goes faster. It's also a way to show you that this would not change the answer. So 8 times 5 is 40, so that's 0, 4 carried. 8 times 8 is 64, 64 plus 4 is 68, so 8 there, 6 carried. 8 times 9 is 72, 72 plus 6 is 78. Let's count the decimals. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have it here. So it's 0.7880. 0.597 times 0.21. 1 times 7, 7. 1 times 9, 1 times 5. Do I need to even answer that? No, you know it. That's 0 there. 2 times 7, 14. 1 carry. 2 times 9 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. So 9 there. 1 carry. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. We add them. 7 plus 0 is 7. 9 plus 4 is 13. 3 there. 1 carry. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. 5 there. 1 carry. 1 plus 1 is 2. And that's 1 there. Let's count the decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there you go. So that's 0.12537. And it's done. And here comes the last question. Yay! Your friend knows how to find the product of 57 upon 100 times 3 upon 10. However, your friend does not know how to find the product of 0.57 and zero point 0.3, right? This is 0.57 and this would be 0.3. Oh, your friend needs to watch these videos. Yeah, so that reminds me that you should also recommend your friends to watch this video. Help your friends, right? Write an explanation that will help your friend understand how to multiply the two decimals. Well, what's the explanation? So you can say that first write, I will just say it, you can write it down, okay? So first you need to put the numbers in the vertical format. So we say 0.57 and we say 0.3 multiplication. So that's the first step. Put it in the vertical format. Then the second step is to multiply them as you would generally multiply, right? So first we say in the vertical form, right? Write proper statement. I'm just writing important words. Then multiply them as you would multiply without decimals, okay? So don't worry about the decimals at this point in time. So it is 3 times 7, that's 21. 1 here, 2 here. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. 7 there, 1 carry. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1. So that's 171. Then the third step is going to be counting the decimals, right? How many decimal places you have now. That's what you're going to count. So 1, 2, 3. You have 3. And then you start counting from right to left. 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. And you put your decimal there. So the next step here is to count from right to left. How much? Based on this decimal that you have. Right? And then after that, you put your decimal point. That's it. So this is how you can write the steps, like you elaborate, write it properly and full sentences and help your friend. And we end this video here. We are done with all 37 questions. That was really quick video, right? So easy. I feel like going on, just like have more questions. Do you feel the same? Yes, you do. Great. That's great, which means you're enjoying maths. Very good. And with that, let's end here and let's meet again in the content video for the next chapter. Until then, keep practicing and keep enjoying. Goodbye.